Hey there, my name's Tristan, and first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for deciding that you're finally unhappy with the life you're currently living and deciding to watch this video. If you're here, you're probably not waking up every single day, looking in the mirror, feeling amazing about your body and full of energy. But that's okay, we're here to fix that. I know what you want is to wake up feeling energized, full of life, excited for your day, and looking and feeling great every single day without a doubt. Obviously there'll be some ups and downs because that's life, but for the most part, I'm sure you want to wake up looking and feeling amazing. But before we get there, let's talk about where you are right now. You're certainly tired of starting over every Monday, sick of losing weight and gaining it back again, or gaining a little bit of muscle and then falling off the bandwagon. Maybe you're even hitting the gym consistently, not seeing any results, that discourages you. Or my two favorites, knowing what to do, but not doing it, and doing well Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evening comes around, you fall off. So we're gonna get you living a life that you can stick to long term, not just a 3-month diet plan that you're gonna fall off, a program in the gym or wherever you work out that is enjoyable and that you will like and you will get good at and like doing. And I'm also gonna get you a place where you understand why we're doing what we're doing so you can fly solo eventually. I know it's frustrating. I bet a lot of you guys are former athletes. I bet a lot of you guys were in better shape before you had kids. Maybe you moved away from your workout partner. A lot of things happen in life, but that's okay. We're here to weave our way through these obstacles into getting you feeling and looking amazing. Again, that is a goal. That is where we are going to get to, no doubt. So no more starting over every Monday, and what you're gonna do is say goodbye to your old self, because we're creating a new person here. It is inevitable that we're gonna create a new person if you wanna be successful in your new journey, okay? The old you, there's certain habits that the old you did, maybe still does, but that's going away because we got to transform your identity, turn you into somebody who works out consistently, who eats what they're supposed to eat, and who enjoys their everyday looking and feeling great. We have to create a new person. So I want you to mentally say goodbye to that old person right now and visualize and really picture what your new life and your new identity is going to be once you've committed to doing the work and committed to being excellent. Even after a few weeks, you're gonna look back and realize the things you were doing, and you're gonna look at your new habits and be like, wow, this is doable. I'm feeling good about myself, and I don't ever wanna look back from this place. The reason you failed in the past is not because you're lazy. It's because your plan requires perfection. You cut out food groups, you only do certain workouts, whereas practical wellness, what practical wellness is all about is weaving in healthier habits into your already now life. So if your goal is fat loss, yes, you're gonna eat a little bit less and you're gonna move more, hopefully a lot more. If your goal is muscle growth, yes, you're gonna maybe eat a little more than you're used to, eat different things that you're used to, and you're obviously gonna work out more. But there's many ways to do it. You've done so in the past, have failed, and now we're gonna get you on a program you can actually stick to, for the rest of your life, not just for 3 months, 6 months, or a year. This is a new person. Once again, you're gonna build habits that you enjoy, that you actually enjoy. Maybe you don't enjoy 100% of every single part of it, but you're gonna enjoy the results these habits are gonna yield, and you're gonna become addicted to this new person you create. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Amanda, who after trying so hard for years, has been finally able to lose some weight, shrink her waist size, and dig into her closet, putting on some old clothing because she can finally fit into the clothing she spent her hard-earned money on. Also note how she mentions how I check in on you guys. This is not just I'm giving you a meal plan, this is what you eat, workout plan, this is what you do. I'm checking in, making sure it's custom tailored to you and make sure you are feeling good at all times while on this program. But once again, Vinny, shrinking his love handles. Let's hear from Vinny real quick. At the beginning of the 12 weeks, describe to me your habits, how you were feeling, any workout and diet patterns, routines, etc.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much patterns as far as food goes. I was weighing I think I weighed 145, 150. I did get down to right around 140, under
Okay.
140.
Under
And then,
140 from 145 to 150. Okay.
yeah, I was 138, 139 at one point.
It seems like you definitely gained muscle and lost fat at the same time, which is I tell people
hmm
if you haven't been consistent for a while and you start up again and you eat right, you can do it. So you would say that was achieved for you?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely started the journey, I would say. Like I wasn't really doing much with fitness at all. And yeah, since then it's been, I've definitely had consistency, gym consistency. I'm way more conscious about my diet, 100%. Definitely learned a lot about, protein, carbs, and how all that interacts. I learned that I need way more protein than I thought I did to reach, certain fitness goals, like, you know, so yeah, learned a lot on the nutrition side, honestly, bro. I've even found myself like when I talk to people, almost like I've started like almost educating some people just from our
Dang.
conversations and stuff that
Look
we've been
at
talking about. I'm
that.
like, nah, nah, protein. This is what protein does. It rebuilds your muscle when you're sleeping.
Seems like you're kind of liking knowing about nutrition and like being able to figure out what do I need with this meal instead of a lot of people think like, oh, you learn about nutrition and then you become obsessive and you can't enjoy anything, and oh, if I know how many calories I eat, I won't be able to enjoy my day and my meals, etc. But you're saying you kind of are enjoying it now.
I would say that working with you definitely made me more conscious about sleep. I mean, you just need more sleep when you're lifting. That was a big takeaway, I think. Um, I've noticed when I don't get a lot of sleep that like workouts just suck. Feel more educated, definitely just more educated on everything fitness related. So
Super dope job from Vinny. Now on the other side of it, Max wanted to grow some muscle. We aimed for about half a pound a week to not gain so much fat, gain mostly muscle. And he was up 4 pounds over 6 weeks. That's basically perfect. And then we look back again, he's weighing 105, which means 5 pounds in about 9 weeks. Again, we hit that goal about half a pound a week easily. Do you feel like you've gained mostly muscle? I know we've been going slow enough. That's pretty close to perfect pace. 6 pounds in 12 weeks, half a pound a week. That's what I aim for when my clients are looking for muscle growth. So, how do you feel with the extra weight and how are you looking?
Like I was definitely not gaining weight in those first couple weeks. It was like really fluctuating. And I feel like now I've like actually hit a point where I'm like starting to like be consistent. Like each time that I'm weighing in, I'm like, okay, I'm here. There's another half a pound, there's a pound, there's another half a pound, there's a pound, like, just like consistently climbing this ladder. So I think that just staying consistent with it and being disciplined has been like the most important factor. Like I'm doing a lot of physical activity. Now I need to figure out how to get my body to process more food so that I can have higher energy so I'm not like dead at the end of every day, um, and sort of recover better, quicker, and keep having that consistency without getting like burnt out.
How long would you say it took you to really get in a good groove after we started?
Probably like at least a month.
At least a month. Okay. That's
But
that's
we were working on a few different things. Like my sleep schedule was terrible at the time. And you've helped a lot with that. On top of that, my eating schedule because of that was terrible. I was eating super late at night, so I was getting bad sleep, and then it's hard to really like see any gains when you're like fighting against your own body to like recover. Like this slow progress hurts more to see because you want to see big gains, but I think it'll be better in the long run when I don't have to like cut back down, when I don't have to like gain a bunch of weight and then like lose it. Because I want my body to acclimate as well as like, it's as mental as it is physical,
no doubt.
trying to um, do new things. My energy levels have definitely improved. Um, I think I've been talking with you back and forth about like, when I first started, I was like, dude, I'm dying. I can't even get through one of these. And like, by the time, well, like now, I'm up to having much more energy. So I would say that the energy levels was a lot like the other stuff too. It just took time to build up, but it's frustrating in that first part because like you feel like you should be able to do all these things and then you go to do them and your body just like isn't keeping up because it's not used to it. And
Right.
I think that I was really lying to myself about how sedentary I was,
Okay. Okay.
and just spending like a lot of time like sitting at my desk working, um and not like getting up, moving, going on a walk, going on a run, doing any kind of like physical activity, and just feeling like because I wasn't like fat that I was fine. But I didn't realize how much that was affecting like my overall energy levels. I feel like much more focused even in like my schoolwork and stuff like that because I'm just more awake quicker. I have more energy throughout the day. It really comes down to personal will, I think, because it you're not here with me like in person. So it'd be really easy for me to just be like, oh, wake up at 8 a.m., text you really quick, and then go back to sleep and sleep for another 2 hours. But it's really about that, like, okay, do I want to see improvements in myself? Like, as much as that consistency from you really helps and like the accountability, I think you really have to just be true to yourself and want to improve. As far as the other stuff with like the workouts and stuff, it's the same thing, like you have to want it. You can't lie to yourself and say like, oh yeah, like I want to gain weight or I want to lose weight, and then like be like, oh, I'm gonna only do this a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to take over your life, but it does have to be something that you're actively working on, actively trying for. Um, and you're gonna have slip ups. It's gonna suck some days. Some days you're gonna be like, start your workout and literally just put the weights down and be like, I can't do this today. Like, I just don't have the energy. Like, I definitely had a couple days like that where I was just like, it's not happening today. Like,
That's good. That means you're pushing yourself. If you never have any days like that, you're not pushing yourself hard enough.
I really like that thing that you mentioned, like really early on about like, hey, when you're eating a meal, set your phone down. Don't do other stuff. Literally just sit down, enjoy your food, chew it thoroughly, experience it, and then like move on. Like, don't make food a chore.
And of course, we got Miguel, who's learned so much and grown so much as a person and grown as a bodybuilder.
The workouts and everything helped me a lot mentally.
Where were you before the practical wellness program in terms of your fitness, your nutrition, and just overall? Give me an overall picture.
Extremely lethargic beforehand, not in control whatsoever. And, it's still improving, but I feel that the program helped me out to speed boost it a lot more with understanding. Keeping care of myself, basically. It put it into a way that I could understand it. And I was like, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I can. And consistency was the key.
You found the program was easy to understand.
I would say, yeah, it was pretty easy, self-explanatory, got everything done. Still learning it. It's, we're all sponges, so I did. It started the basis of it, and now I have it a little bit more consistent. It's all about that.
I try to frame it for people as a lifelong journey, so I'm glad I was able to kickstart that for you.
I wasn't expecting to enjoy working out as much as I did. That is one big thing, because as a person that like never really went to the gym, like super heavy into the gym, I always saw jungle gyms and parks and stuff as the way that I could work out for free without having to worry about it. And I remember the last time I even did any sort of like working out or anything was back in Panama in the ground floor where it had like a really shitty jungle gym, but I like jogged around and I was like, you know what? Let's try something.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time I really had freedom to explore things and everything. So it's like, oh, this is my first experience working out. Let's see how this works.
Nice. Very nice.
From there, I just stopped because of life and everything, but I'm glad that I picked it up a lot of years later. I had a really decent understanding of the actual tags of the food, of everything that I was consuming, but from the program, I actually learned more about the apps you told me and stuff like that. It's like stuff that I've heard of before, and it's like, oh shit, this gives me a lot more details on what I'm eating.
So
this is awesome.
Maybe bodybuilder's pushing it, but he did gain muscle, which was his goal. If you're willing to follow the plan, communicate honestly, and most of all, stay consistent, I'm fully committed to helping you achieve your goal and this new life, this new person that you've been dreaming of every single day. I only work with people I genuinely believe I can help. So if you receive this video, once again, congratulations, and at least making the effort to thinking about changing and committing to a brand new lifestyle, and waking up feeling amazing. That's what I want from you. Shout out to Eddie, one of my good friends I met making music, who was able to lose about 30 pounds in just a couple of months with me. If you're interested in learning how to get started, book a call using the instructions below. I'm so excited to work with you and change your life.